Gary Keller's book, The One Thing, is a guide to help individuals focus on the most important things in their lives, and in this first chapter, he introduces the concept of the one thing. Keller starts by discussing the popular myth of multitasking, which suggests that if we try to do many things at once, we can be more productive. However, he argues that multitasking is a lie and that the more we try to do, the less we actually accomplish. Keller introduces the idea that there is only one thing that we should be focusing on at any given moment, and that one thing is the most important thing that we can do to achieve our goals. He explains that our most important task should be something that we are passionate about and that drives us towards our goals. Keller argues that when we focus on the one thing, we can achieve extraordinary results. He gives several examples of successful individuals who have applied this principle in their lives, including Albert Einstein, who focused on the theory of relativity for years, and Steve Jobs, who focused on creating a simple and elegant design for his products. Keller stresses that the one thing should not be confused with a to-do list or a collection of tasks. Instead, it should be a single, achievable goal that we can work towards. He explains that we should ask ourselves what is the one thing we can do that will make everything else easier or unnecessary. To identify our one thing, Keller suggests we ask ourselves a series of questions, starting with what's my one thing? And moving on to what's the one thing I can do to make progress towards my one thing? He emphasizes that we should focus on our one thing until it is completed before moving on to the next task. Keller concludes the chapter by stating that the one thing is the key to achieving success in all areas of our lives, whether it be in our personal relationships, our careers, or our health. By focusing on our one thing, we can become more productive, achieve our goals, and lead more fulfilling lives. In Chapter 2, The Domino Effect of the One Thing by Gary Keller, he discusses the power of small actions and how they can lead to big results through the domino effect. Keller begins by introducing the concept of dominoes and how they are used to create a chain reaction. He explains that just like in a domino chain, our actions can create a ripple effect that leads to bigger and better things. Keller argues that success is not achieved by big breakthroughs but through a series of small actions that build upon each other, like a domino chain. He explains that each small action we take can lead to bigger and more significant outcomes. Keller gives an example of how the domino effect can work in our personal lives. He explains that by making small changes, such as waking up an hour earlier or reading for 15 minutes a day, we can create a positive chain reaction that leads to greater success and happiness. Keller also discusses the importance of identifying the right domino, which he defines as the small action that can have the biggest impact on achieving our goals. He explains that by focusing on the right domino, we can create a chain reaction that leads to greater success. To identify the right domino, Keller suggests asking ourselves a series of questions, starting with what's the one thing I can do that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? He stresses that we should focus on the smallest action that can have the biggest impact. Keller also emphasizes that the domino effect is not just about taking small actions but about taking consistent action. He explains that by consistently taking small actions towards our goals, we can create a positive momentum that leads to greater success. In conclusion, the domino effect chapter of The One Thing emphasizes the importance of taking small actions towards our goals and identifying the right domino to create a positive chain reaction. By focusing on the small actions and consistently taking them, we can create a momentum that leads to greater success in all areas of our lives. In Chapter 3, Success Leaves Clues of the One Thing by Gary Keller, he explores the idea that successful people leave clues and that we can learn from their experiences to achieve our own success. Keller begins by stating that success is not a random event, but rather a result of specific actions and habits. He explains that successful people leave clues in the form of their habits, mindset, and behavior, and that by studying these clues, we can learn from their experiences and apply them to our own lives. Keller gives several examples of successful people, including Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, and how they have left clues for others to follow. He explains that by studying their habits, we can learn how to develop our own success habits. Keller emphasizes the importance of studying successful people who have achieved what we want to achieve. He suggests that we should read their biographies, listen to their interviews, and study their behavior to identify the patterns and habits that have led to their success. Keller also discusses the importance of modeling our behavior after successful people. He explains that by emulating their habits and mindset, we can develop our own success habits and achieve similar results. To develop our own success habits, Keller suggests asking ourselves a series of questions, starting with what are the one or two things that successful people do that I'm not doing? He also suggests creating a success habit list, where we identify the habits of successful people that we want to emulate and then commit to incorporating those habits into our daily routine. Keller concludes the chapter by stating that success is not a mystery, but rather a result of specific actions and habits. He stresses the importance of studying successful people and emulating their habits and mindset to achieve our own success. In summary, Success Leaves Clues chapter of The One Thing highlights the importance of learning from successful people and modeling their habits and mindset. By studying the habits of successful people, we can identify the patterns that have led to their success and incorporate those habits into our own lives to achieve similar results. In Part 1, The Lies of the One Thing by Gary Keller, he explores the common misconceptions and lies that people often believe about achieving success. Keller argues that these lies prevent people from focusing on what truly matters and achieving their full potential. The first lie Keller addresses is everything matters equally. He argues that this is a lie because not everything is equally important or valuable. Keller suggests that people should focus on identifying their most important tasks and prioritize them over less important tasks. The second lie is multitasking. Keller argues that multitasking is a myth and that it actually hinders productivity. He suggests that people should focus on one task at a time to achieve maximum productivity and efficiency. The third lie is a disciplined life. Keller explains that people often believe that success is the result of discipline, when in reality, it is the result of habit. He suggests that people should focus on developing good habits rather than relying solely on discipline to achieve their goals. The fourth lie is willpower is always on will call. Keller explains that willpower is a finite resource that can be depleted throughout the day. He suggests that people should focus on conserving their willpower by establishing good habits and eliminating unnecessary decisions. The fifth lie is a balanced life. Keller argues that balance is a myth and that it is impossible to achieve perfect balance in all areas of life. He suggests that people should focus on identifying their priorities and allocate their time and resources accordingly. The final lie is big is bad. Keller argues that people often believe that bigger is not always better, when in reality, bigger can mean more efficient and effective. He suggests that people should focus on identifying their goals and take the necessary steps to achieve them, even if it means pursuing something bigger. Throughout the first part of the book, Keller emphasizes the importance of focusing on what truly matters and dispelling common myths and lies about achieving success. He suggests that people should prioritize their most important tasks, focus on developing good habits, conserve their willpower, and allocate their time and resources according to their priorities. By doing so, people can achieve their full potential and attain success in their personal and professional lives. In Part 2, The Truth of the One Thing by Gary Keller, he presents the key principles that lead to success and dispels the myths and lies that prevent people from achieving their full potential. Keller introduces the concept of the focusing question, which is a powerful question that helps people identify the most important task they should be focusing on at any given time. The focusing question is, what is the one thing I can do such that by doing it everything else will be easier or unnecessary? This question helps people to prioritize their tasks and focus on the actions that will have the greatest impact on their success. Keller emphasizes the importance of setting big goals and then breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks. He suggests that people should focus on one task at a time and avoid multitasking, which can lead to decreased productivity and increased stress. Keller also stresses the importance of building good habits. He suggests that people should focus on developing habits that support their goals and eliminate habits that hinder their progress. By doing so, people can make progress toward their goals without relying solely on discipline or willpower. Keller addresses the importance of time management and suggests that people should prioritize their tasks based on their level of importance and urgency. He suggests that people should schedule their most important tasks during their most productive time of day and avoid distractions during that time. Keller emphasizes the importance of taking breaks and resting. He suggests that people should take regular breaks throughout the day and make time for rest and relaxation. By doing so, people can recharge their batteries and improve their productivity and focus. Finally, Keller addresses the importance of accountability and suggests that people should hold themselves accountable for their actions and progress toward their goals. He suggests that people should seek out accountability partners or mentors who can provide support and guidance. Throughout Part 2, The Truth, Keller presents a series of principles that are essential for achieving success. These include identifying the most important task, setting big goals, breaking them down into smaller tasks, developing good habits, managing time effectively, taking breaks, and holding oneself accountable. By following these principles, people can overcome the lies and myths that prevent them from achieving their full potential and attain success in their personal and professional lives. In Part 3, Extraordinary Results, Unlocking the Possibilities Within You of the One Thing by Gary Keller, he delves into the importance of focusing on one thing and how it can lead to achieving extraordinary results. Keller begins by emphasizing the importance of setting goals that are aligned with one's purpose and passion. He suggests that people should focus on identifying their purpose and then set goals that are in alignment with that purpose. By doing so, people can achieve a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in their lives. Keller also stresses the importance of overcoming fear and taking risks in order to achieve extraordinary results. He suggests that people should take calculated risks and step out of their comfort zones in order to achieve their goals. By doing so, people can learn from their experiences and grow as individuals. Keller emphasizes the importance of taking action and making progress toward one's goals. He suggests that people should focus on taking small steps each day and making incremental progress toward their goals. By doing so, people can build momentum and achieve significant progress over time. Keller also addresses the importance of maintaining focus and avoiding distractions. He suggests that people should eliminate distractions and focus on their most important task in order to achieve maximum productivity and efficiency. Keller emphasizes the importance of perseverance and resilience in achieving extraordinary results. He suggests that people should remain focused on their goals and continue to take action, even in the face of obstacles and setbacks. By doing so, people can overcome challenges and achieve their desired outcomes. Finally, Keller addresses the importance of giving back and making a positive impact in the world. He suggests that people should focus on using their talents and skills to make a difference in the lives of others. By doing so, people can achieve a sense of fulfillment and leave a lasting legacy. Throughout Part 3, Extraordinary Results, Unlocking the Possibilities Within You, Keller emphasizes the importance of focusing on one thing in order to achieve extraordinary results. He suggests that people should set goals that are aligned with their purpose and passion, take calculated risks, take action and make progress each day, maintain focus and avoid distractions, persevere through challenges, and give back to others. By following these principles, people can unlock their full potential and achieve extraordinary results in their personal and professional life.